Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Excelling Trade. Today's video we will see how to fetch the data from new NSA India website, and in this video I will show how to fetch the options and data as well. Okay, so what has changed in the new website? I think I have already posted video regarding the same, but let me repeat because many guys is approaching me that you guys are facing issues. Okay, so the same thing, just open the NSA India website and open the network inspect and then go to the network and here choose market data, go to the equity. You can choose anything later, but I will show you. So the one good advantage of this new website is everything is in the API thing, that everything will be coming in the JSON format. So JSON is nothing but it's a kind of a data format which we can use it for our any of our analysis, and it will be easy to parse the data. Okay, so now we have clicked on the equity market. Okay, so just go to the network, everything earlier we used to do. Just search for that equity JSON thing. So you can find it here. Just click on that. So other than that, it is changed to the JSON format. There are few other things we need to notice here. The main thing is the accept encoding, accept language, cookie, and the user agent. These are the four main things which is being used across for fetching any data from this NSA India website. So before going to that, let's see how to do that. So first thing what you can do is just create a sheet called cookie where you're going to store the cookie value. Okay, I'm just creating it as a table, and just copy this BMSW value only, or otherwise under response headers you can see this as well. Okay, copy till G equal to only, nothing else, nothing more than this, no semicolon also required. So similarly you can see here the BMSW is E9 till this equal symbol. Same thing it should be here. Generally it will be present till this equal. Sorry, you have to take this one and just put it here, and then you're going to convert this into the table. Okay, because we are going to do this, use it across our data. Okay, so just go to make it as from table range and ensure that you're given table as headers. So once you get this table, just go ahead and do the drill down. So you should be getting this as like just the value. Okay, change this into cookies. Now let's convert this into function, because we can use this across whenever you're going to do anything for fetching the data. Okay, so just type it, let cookies equal to, we are converting this as function, and this is the syntax for that. Just copy this, follow this, nothing else is required. Okay, and just do done. You should get invoke like this, and it should show as fx thing, that is function. Click on invoke, you should get the values. Don't forget to delete this invoke function, just delete, otherwise it will create a new sheet and it will load this. Now let's close and load, so that this connection will get created, but you don't see any data here. Okay, let us fetch the data now. Just go ahead and copy the URL, and as usual go to data from web. If you are getting different thing like new query, then choose the from web, from the new query, choose advanced, paste the URL. First thing, type accept encoding. Many guys are approaching me saying that in your Excel version you're not seeing this in the drop down. So forget about the drop down, just type it, because in the last time when I have posted, since it is the first time, to avoid confusion, I have used that, and many people have copied that using the regex thing, and also that was funny. Anyhow, so just go to the accept encoding, add, type that, and then copy this value, copy only zip and deflate, and then add accept language, and then copy just ESENF is enough, and next thing is type user agent. Now copy this user agent value. So these are all nothing but just a headers, and we are informing the server, kind of mimicking the browser actually, that is the reason we are adding this. And then the next thing is cookie, we have already converted into this function, so directly you can make it as cookies function. Okay, so now click OK. You should be getting this data. So generally, whatever the data fetching from this Power Query is, it will be the web content or the web document or CSV document or the JSON document or XML document. Okay. So what we have received is it is a kind of a format called a JSON document. If you click on Advanced Editor and see, you can find here this is a JSON document. Many have posted saying that by editing the previous videos. Data, right? Excel sheet, the URL after you have edited, you are facing that JSON extra character and all those things. So ensure that it is having the JSON document after this web contents, and everything, the data is coming as a JSON file. Okay, otherwise it will throw error. So now we got this. So basically it is showing advanced as a record. Record is nothing but again a list here, data, and there is one more as a data list, metadata, market status is there. For now we need only the data because that is where all the stocks and details will be there. So just click on this, and you will get the list of records. Let's convert that into the table so that we can expand that. So whenever you get this, just click OK. And once you get this, expand that so that you will get all the columns. Here remove this, or if you can keep it, this nothing but it will just add this column 1 dot priority, column 1 dot symbol and all those things, and uncheck whatever you don't want. Maybe this chart and all these things are not needed. Okay, just go ahead and click OK, and you will get the data. Close and load. So you should get the data here like this. So this is the basic thing for everything, any URL. So hereafter you can change this. Either you can go here and change the URL. Say for example, I'm going to do for derivatives as well. So just go to the derivatives market. So whatever data, whatever JSON, CSV or anything, whatever you are going to fetch it from this particular website, this is the method you are going to follow, and everything else is different, same. Only thing is based on the output, you have to change it. Say for example, in the first URL, we have received records and data, metadata, and all those things, and we drill down through the data and we have expanded it and all those things. Similar way for this URL, it may be a different one. So let's see, just inspecting, and maybe you can choose stock futures I'm making, so it should list all the stock futures. So if you go to the network and get the URL, if you click on the URL, you can find this. Just search this, copy the URL. So remaining setup is everything is same. Say for example, you can see here cookie value, this will be like C93F and all those things. If you go to our this thing and see the cookie value, you can find C93F, the same thing. Okay, so now let's make it as, I'm giving you the simple way, or otherwise you can just follow the same full setup what I have done earlier. Okay, so I'm just renaming this equity. Okay, now let's get stock futures. So what you can do is just go ahead and duplicate this, because we are going to use the same cookies, accept header and everything, and I'm renaming this as stock futures. Okay, go to the advanced editor. So only thing is just change this URL, whatever you have copied. So remaining everything will be the same. So the header, accept encoding, accept language, user agent and everything will be automatically coming. You no need to change anything here. Just click done. Even if you get error also, just ignore it. That's absolutely fine. Delete this, delete this, and delete this. Just we get it from here. So anyhow, it is again, it's going to be the same data list. Click on the list, convert to table. So whenever you get list of records, you need to convert to table. Okay, and then click OK, and anyhow you're going to expand this and check, and we got the data. So if you find any other table here, you have to expand, or otherwise it is not. Meta and all is not required. If you want, you can remove that as well. So just go ahead and remove columns, and go ahead and close and load. So now it will create a new sheet for this, and we got the stock features as well. So if you are refreshing this, automatically it will get refreshed. Remaining everything, it is same as what I have taught earlier. Okay, so this is the basic setup on how to get the data from the this thing. Now let us see how to get for the option chain and for the different stocks, and as well as multiple expiry dates. Okay, for the first thing, for that first thing you have to get the URL. Just go to the market data and then choose option chain. Okay, so you can go here, option chain, just copy this URL. I'm just editing again. You can follow the same thing, new web URL, and same thing you can follow, or otherwise duplicate also, it is good enough. We're just saving time instead of copy pasting everything. Okay, so same thing, just change this URL. Okay, so now you should be having this. It should throw the error, absolutely fine. Remove this, remove this, remove this, and remove this as well. So now you got the source. So generally, for when you're opening the API for option chain, there will be two data will be displaying. One is records and another one is filtered. Filtered is basically by default it will be displaying the first expiry, I mean the near expiry. Say for example, if it is a Nifty, it will show you the 14th May. If it is stock, it should be showing for the 28th May. Automatically it will be changed. Okay, whatever the near expiry. And records, it will be containing the entire expiry data. It includes like all the expiry, whatever available expiry it will be having for Nifty, weekly, and all the other expiries also it will be having. So let's click on record, and we will be having expiry dates, data, strike prices, timestamp, and all those things. And here also we need the data list only. So just go ahead and click list. And once you get the record, just go ahead and convert it into table. Click OK. So now you should be having like this. Go ahead and uncheck this strike price, expiry date, CE and PE will be getting. Okay. So now we got everything. So CE is a separate table and PE is a separate table. So go ahead and CE also you can expand, and whatever you want you can keep it. Say total by quantity and everything will be there. You can keep it. And then PE also you can expand. So now we got the complete data, full data we have got it. And if you go ahead and close and load, you should be loading the complete data. Okay. For now, let's get filter the expiry also. I mean, let's get the respective expiry, because it is now, as of now, it is showing the complete expiry data. For now, say for example, this is the Nifty, and let me get for 14th May only. Okay. So here you choose this 14th May 2020. Okay, click OK. Now it should be displaying only the 14th this thing, and you can remove reorder the columns, something like this. Say for example, expiry date will be repeated, so if you want you can remove the columns accordingly. If you want you can all reorder also, just drag and drop, it will be reordering. However you want you can do that. Okay, similar, if you don't want this you can remove this as well. So now whatever there it will be present, whatever needed for you, you can reorder and remove the columns. Okay, just go ahead and close and load. So you should be getting this complete data. Okay, but now what we need to do is we need to make this as symbol specific, I mean dynamic, and also the expiry data is the dynamic specific. For that we need three parameters. Let me tell you what is that. Before that, maybe just give insert. We can add the values here. Okay, okay, so type here as symbol. Maybe you can type here, I'm typing as Nifty. And the second thing is instrument. I'll tell you what is it. I think in our previous videos also we have seen what is instrument and all. So if you do this, check this. Now let's click on ACC. If you see here, this will be showing option chain equities and symbol equal to ACC. Okay. If it is Nifty, I think Nifty is not loading. So go for Bank Nifty. If you check here, it will be indices. So whatever the indices, it will be indices. All the other stocks, it will be equities. So that we have to add here. For that, we can check if Nifty in this one. Sorry, I'm doing like this for Python. So we need to check whether Nifty is present, or Nifty or Bank Nifty are going to check, or you can check like this. You can simply check whether if condition and or whether Nifty is the symbol is equal to Nifty, or equal to bank nifty, or otherwise you can check it in this way, because maybe if you're using nifty IT or something like that also you can check it in this way. So let's first check this, find. Okay, and we are finding nifty in this one. Okay, so this should get 1, but if this is not nifty, then it will give you the error value. So instead of that, let's check whether if there is error. If there is error, it's going to return the value as 0. Okay, so now we got the 0. If it is 1, it's going to be indices, so we're adding then another if condition. Ensure you are giving it everything in a small letter, indices, and then otherwise it will be equities. Okay, so automatically it will get changed. Here you can make it as nifty and it will change it to indices, and this one okay. So now let's see, we need for the expiry date. Okay, uh, ensure that you are giving exactly same as the expiry date in the NS India website. Okay, so ensure that you are converting this format cells into that text value, so that it's not automatically converting to the date. Okay, so now you'll be seeing 43965, so retype it again. Now we have added the three things. Let's convert this into the function first. So this one you're going to make it as data, and from table range give it as a my table has headers, and you're going to drill down. Now we got the symbol, and change it to the symbol. Convert this into the function. That is very simple. Just go ahead and let symbol equal to, so now we got the symbol. Same thing we are going to do for all the other things. If just cross check, if it invoke, it should give the nifty value. Okay, ensure that you're deleting this. I'm just closing and loading so that it won't load here. So now we will add a gap here. So cut and just a gap ahead, and so the otherwise it will join to the same table. That is the reason. Okay, just follow the same thing from table range and ensure that you're having the headers, and go here and then convert that into the symbol. Drill down, go to the advanced editor, let instrument, so this will be the function. And similarly we are going to do the same thing for date as well. I mean the expiry date. Just go ahead and give table range, table has headers, go here, change it to the text. It will be changed by default, it will be automatically changed here, and that's why you're seeing this as in a date. So delete this, the last one, and change it to text, and then you can drill down so that you will get exact 1420, and change it back to the function. I mean convert it into the function. Let expiry, very simple. Just go ahead and click done. Now we should get the expiry is also working. So we got 14 May 20, and sorry, this is invoked function. And we got the instrument as well. If you do invoke, it should print the indices. Just delete this and rename this, change it to instrument, and this one to expiry. Perfect. So we got created all the three needed parameters, and this one we have the option chain and change it back to, rename it to option chain. Okay. Now let us convert this into the function. So first thing we need to change the symbol. So any values, this is considered as a value, and you're going to append it with the parameter. So you have to add a ampersand symbol and type symbol function. So ensure that you're giving open bracket and close bracket, so that it will take in the symbol. But if you're adding in between thing, so you have to add a double ampersand. So close the quotes and then open the ampersand, and now give instrument. Okay, and then again ampersand, and ensure that you are opening the quotes. This is fine. And now this is again the expiry date. In this section we have filtered already, so just remove this filter and give expiry function here. Okay, now if you click done, you should get everything is for 14th May. Just go ahead and close and load. So this is got loaded. So now let us try with a different thing, maybe 28 May 2020. Okay, after this just go ahead and click refresh. Now you got for the 28 May. You can see the expiry date as 28 May. And similarly, you can do for any other stocks and everything also. Say for example, Wipro, you can just go ahead and refresh, and you will get the data for the Wipro and the refresh thing, and the strike price, it will get automatically changed. And yeah, this is how you need to fetch the option chain for the any of the stocks, or and as well as for the different any expiries you can choose, and it is the dynamic, no need to change anything. And after that you can go for my previous video, that is this option chain analysis part 2 or part 1. The mild change you have to add, only thing you have to change the columns and all those things as part of this new thing, and remaining everything will be the same as like what I have shown in the previous video. Just add this trend and all those things you can add. So many people are asking me queries like whether if it is long unwinding or something in the put side, whether it is bearish or something. So this section bearish, or actually it is not for the market, it is for that particular strike price or something, I think. But if you think it is wrong, you get it right yourself. Okay, so nothing wrong in that. Perfect. And people who don't want to do it on their own, or you find any difficulties in doing it on their own, you can purchase this seat. So I have updated this option chain analysis to fetch the data from the new site, and also I have added a few other steps as well. So I have created the cookies section here. You just have to copy the cookies, create the cookies. Most of the time it is not required to copy every time, but mostly like once or twice in a day may be enough. Okay, so I have added other functions as well. So like just create the choose the stock, it will automatically update for you. So it is automatically refreshing. So you get the data for the bank nifty. I have added macros for that same. Similarly, if you choose stock price also, it will get changed, and the expiry date also will get automatically changed for that. Say for example, now the expiry will be only showing for the monthly expiry as part of the drop down only for the stocks. And if you choose nifty, it will show you the weekly expiry also. Okay, by default it will be showing the current week expiry as shown in the NS India site. If you want, you can choose any other expiry date as well. You can just choose this, and if you're changing the expiry date, you click on this refresh button, so that it will refresh automatically for you. Okay, and in addition to this, for the earlier videos, generally it was multiple videos I have posted for each thing. So now I have converted into this, I mean, combined everything into the single video. Okay, now you can see this max pain, last traded price, percentage change for the last traded price, PCR for the OA, that is put OA divided by the call OA, that is total value, and PCR for the volume, that is total put volume divided by the total call volume, and this is called max OA at the strike price, and what is the OA value, and this is put max OA, and this one. And generally it is the number of contracts. So if you want actual value, you may need to multiply by the 75 as well. And this is the chart for the option chain, that is OA stuffs, and also there is another chart for displaying the max pain also. In this will be there. So this I will post the link under this video description. You can go and purchase if you don't want to, or if you're facing any problem with the again uh, doing this on your own. Okay, thank you so much for watching. In the next video, I will show how to fetch the historic data and generate the graph for the security deliverables and the historic equity data and the derivatives data as well. Thanks again. Have a good day. Bye bye.